What do you say about Liz Truss becoming Prime Minister on Monday?
Oh gosh, more joy. Somebody who was a Lib Dem Remainer who sold her soul once she decided which way the wind was blowing. No, I think we've got enough weather vanes and enough greedy people in politics, which is why Westminster is no good for any of us. That's why we're all here, because we're not going to get the answer through orthodoxy. As far as politics goes, we're just not going to get it. We've got 3 shades of neocon and the American-style illusion of choice. This is why so many people are out.
If you could say one thing to her, what would it be?
I'd say go and get your soul back. I imagine the devil's probably got it in hock at the moment. Go buy it back. See if he'll give you an IQ. Figure out what people need in this country and actually maybe make yourself a little bit of a hero instead of an arsehole.
Never before has there been so much support for strikes in this country. Right? Now, they let the miners down because they wouldn't call a general strike. Now, they can't let all these public services and everybody else and let pensioners die and let children freeze. We need to do something radical and we need to do it now. The union should stop this nonsense of having one day strike here, another day strike here. This Tory government doesn't listen to that. They've never listened to the working classes. Margaret Thatcher stole the milk off the poor children. These clowns that we've got in are stealing everything, and it needs to end, and it needs to end now.
Different cheek, same arse. Nothing beneficial to add. Genuinely can see it being a horrific winter with non-stop strikes. She's got nothing good to add. This 5% cut on VAT, yeah, okay, cool. So what do you mean about the lowest earners, pensioners, disabled people, like these people that can't even afford to live right now, and then you're going to cut their tax when they can't even afford to pay tax, or let alone the rest of it. It's just, yeah, Liz Truss and British, they're all both so just disconnected from it. They have no idea. Boris Johnson going on about a kettle.
Oh my
kettle.
God.
Yeah, as if we got 20 quid spare to get a new kettle. Like, it just has zero idea. Oh, and abolish the City of London. Proportional representation and take the power away from central London.
As a disabled person on benefits, I am terrified of this winter because I sat in my front room last winter with a coat on and gloves and earmuffs and was freezing. I could only afford to put my heating on for an hour or two at the beginning and end of the day. And that was last year. And prices have doubled, tripled this year. I'm already paying double and they're going up again next month. And I don't know how I'm going to cope because my benefits aren't changing.
What kind of support are you getting?
Well, we've been given this £350, which I think is just hush money, basically, so the Tories can say, look, we've given you something, now get on with it. But it doesn't touch the sides. That might cover like a month, or, you know, if I'm really conservative and spend time in someone else's house, you know, to try and pool resources, then it might last a couple of months, but it's not going to get me through the winter.
I'm sick, fed up of the dross of this country at the moment, and that last 6 weeks. And Madam Truss, oh my God, you know, I mean, she hasn't got functioning brain cells, which has been very evident if you've watched any of the hustings, because she's just making it up on the hoof. And what's happening, you know, with enough is enough. I'm a councillor in Sefton, and I'm really worried about the people in Sefton that are going to be, you know, really struggling, because they're struggling at the moment. They've been struggling for months, and there's no help. Nothing. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. All they're bothered about is putting money into rich people's pockets. They don't care about any of us, you know. So that's why I'm here.
We're supporting enough is enough. We're supporting the cost of living crisis that we're in at the moment. And by people coming out on the streets now, that's what it shows, doesn't it? That we're not happy. and we need something done. We need change, and enough is enough. It seems to have just come from nowhere, and people want to back it because I don't think we had anything. I think we felt a bit lost that nobody was there representing us, and enough is enough has come out now, and it seems to be the thing to back at the moment.
I think whenever we come up here, there's always a sense around Liverpool that there's more solidarity amongst people. Do you find that?
I think it's because we're sort of compacted into one area, and we're all more or less of the same ilk. So maybe that's what it is. You'd have to go a long way to find someone with another view, or mostly working class people. And even if you do get a little bit above your working class station, maybe even try to get to middle class, you've still got them working class roots. And I think that's what this is about. It's about ordinary people, isn't it? And, trying to make ends meet.
I'm sick, fed up of the dross of this country at the moment, and that last 6 weeks. And Madam Truss, oh my God, she hasn't got functioning brain cells, which has been very evident if you've watched any of the hustings, because she's just making it up on the hoof. And what's happening, with enough is enough. I'm a councillor in Sefton, and I'm really worried about the people in Sefton that are going to be, really struggling, because they're struggling at the moment. They've been struggling for months, and there's no help. Nothing. Nobody cares. All they're bothered about is putting money into rich people's pockets. They don't care about any of us, So that's why I'm here.
What does it look like, Councillor, in your area?
Well, my ward, I'm in Southport, and I have a ward that's in two halves. I have one half of the ward is quite, I wouldn't say affluent, but it's middle class. It's retired people, professionals, doctors, nurses, teachers. And the other half is one of the poorest parts of Southport, High Park area. And I've got people that are using candles at the moment. I've got people that are, the food bank use has gone through the roof. I was speaking to a woman today whose partner has MS. He's on PIP. He's on ESA. She's getting carer's allowance, and they won't let her do any work, because if she works, it'll get taken off his money. And she's only 58, and she doesn't have a life. What this government has done, they've sucked the hope out of people, and people are just starting to disintegrate, and it's wrong.
Why do you think that there's more public fever for nationalisation now than there was maybe a couple of years ago?
Well, common sense will tell us all that nationalisation will bring down bills, because they don't put them up in France. It goes up by 4%. There's a freeze on bills in the Isle of Man. So what we need to do is make sure that people understand by privatising everything, you will eventually lose out. And it's come to fruition now. That's exactly what's happening.